Hi, I'm Sherry Lukey, and I am a internationally certified advanced EFT tapping and matrix reimprinting practitioner. And this video, I'm doing as a request from a client. She wanted some resources for her daughter, and I'm pretty sure that there's lots of kids out there that could really use this help. And if you happen to be one of those kids that actually came to this, that's really resourceful and came to this video on your own, good on you. But I need you to do a couple things for me. And the first thing is to go find that adult, that parent or guardian that's in charge of you, because you need to get their permission first before you go ahead and tap along with me. So pause the video and go get them so that I can just talk to them for just a minute. Actually, more like just a few seconds. So pause the video. All right, so as the parent or guardian of this awesome little person, you need to take full responsibility for their mental, physical, and spiritual well-being. The second thing I need you to do, so that was the first thing that you need to do, is to take that responsibility. The second thing is to actually go wash your hands. And I know everyone's, and especially you, of just like, I'm so tired of washing my hands, but it's a really important thing to do. And especially because we're actually going to be touching, you're going to be touching your face. So pause the video again and go do that. All right, now we can get started. So tapping is, if you're not familiar with it, it kind of feels silly. It kind of looks silly. But it makes your body feel a whole lot better. And it works almost all the time. And the reason is that it's almost like there's these little buttons all over your body that have a special line to the part of your body that says everything's okay. But first you have to actually talk about what's not okay. And then you're able to actually move it through your body. So the tapping points, and you don't have to remember these because I'm going to be doing them and then you can just follow along with me. But just so you know, the tapping points are on the side of the hand. So either hand works. And it's kind of like the karate chop, if you're going to actually, with that board, you're going to karate chop it. So that's called the side of the hand or karate chop. The top of the head. And you're just tapping lightly. You're not hammering. You're just tapping lightly on the top of your head. You can use all your fingers or just a couple fingers. You can use one hand or both hands. And the next point is where the eyebrow is, right there. So you take a couple fingers and you tap there. And then side of the eye. And again, you don't have to remember these. I'm just showing you so that you can know before we do it. And then under the eye. And remember, I told you this was going to look silly and feel silly. And under the nose. And onto the chin. And the collarbone. So there's those two bony points right here, and there's a little bit of a soft spot right down there. That's the collarbone. And what can feel even better is actually do kind of like a gorilla thing, and you can kind of beat your chest a little bit, or you can just do the two fingertips, whichever works for you. And the next one, you kind of get to give yourself a little bit of a hug, because the points are basically, if you find your armpit and go straight down, it's right there. And so you can cross your arms, give yourself a little bit of a hug, and tap right there, and that's the underarm point. And then the next one is onto the ribs. So you can kind of feel where those ribs go, right? That last rib right there, that's the spot. And the last one is wrists together. And like I said, all these points have special lines to send a message to your body that everything's okay. So the things that are, or at least specifically for this gal that emailed me, that were coming up was some sadness and some anger, specifically around not being able to see friends, not being able to play with them, not being able to go to school, see the teacher. And that totally makes sense because it's already been a long time and it feels like it might be forever. But let's do some tapping and see if we can kind of make you feel a little bit better. When you first start, I want you to, when you think about those things, about not being able to go to school and missing your friends and all that, if you were to give it a size about how big you feel, how much you feel that anger and frustration and sadness, is it just a little bit? Is it a big bit, or is it a really big bit? And so just give it that. Is it a small and a middle or big? And then you start with a really nice big breath, deep breath in, and out through the mouth. Then we'll start the karate chop. So start at the side of the hand, and I'm going to say it, and then you're going to say it. So even though I really miss my friends, and that's hard. Even though I miss school, and maybe I never thought I'd say that. I'm safe right now. Even though I feel angry and sad, and I don't like those feelings, I want my body to know it's okay. Top of the head. It's okay to feel these feelings. Eyebrow. Even though they feel really yucky, it's okay to feel these feelings. I feel sad, under the nose. I feel angry. On the chin. I feel afraid. Collarbone. Afraid of getting sick. Under the arm. Afraid someone I care about might get sick. All these emotions. All these feelings that I don't like. I want my body to know. Eyebrow. I'm safe right now. Side of the eye. I'm also afraid. Under the eye. Afraid I'll never get back to school. Under the nose. Never get to see my friends. Under the chin. And all those feelings make sense. Collarbone. Because no one really knows yet. On the arm. I keep asking, but no one has the answer. Onto the ribs. And that makes me even more afraid. Onto the wrist. But I still want my body to know. Top of the head. I'm safe right now. Eyebrow. It's okay to feel these feelings. Side of the eye. To say them out loud. Under the eye. and I want to feel better. So how could I feel better? On the chin. What if I could believe collarbone that everything's going to be okay? Under the arm. What if I could believe onto the ribs that I will get to go back to school? Onto the wrist that I will see my friends again. What if I could believe that everything's going to be okay? And take a really nice big deep breath in and out. So now when you think about those things, how much do you feel, how bad do you feel about it? Is it a little bit, big bit, or a really big bit? And hopefully it's come down. And if it hasn't, then I really encourage you and ask you to just go to the beginning of the video. You can skip the bit about getting your mom and dad or washing your hands because you've already done that. And just go to tapping again. And you can always add in any words that you need to, any feelings that you need to. You don't have to say exactly what I have to say. You just want to be tapping and talking. And anytime that you start to feel bad, you can tap. I would love for your mom and dad to give a comment, let me know, or you can tell them how this made you feel, if it helped, what other things that you need to tap on, because I really want to help. So thanks for being here and keep tapping.